Every Friday afternoon, two coworkers walked out of the same office carrying the exact same paycheck. They earned the same salary, worked the same hours, and dreamed of building a better future. But every payday they made one small decision differently. Michael had a simple rule. Before thinking about tomorrow, he rewarded himself today. Every week, he spent about $100 on things that made life more enjoyable. New clothes, coffee, dinners out, gadgets, entertainment, and little purchases that never seemed expensive on their own. Ethan had a different rule. Before spending anything, he paid his future first. Every payday, he invested $100 into a simple, diversified investment fund. It wasn't a huge amount. It didn't make him feel rich overnight, but he treated it like a bill he never skipped. 1 year passed. Neither of them looked wealthy. They still drove ordinary cars, lived in similar apartments, and earned similar paychecks. The difference was invisible. While Michael's money disappeared every weekend, Ethan's money stayed invested and quietly began earning returns. 5 years passed. Michael enjoyed hundreds of weekends without worrying about where the money went. Ethan enjoyed something different. Every week, another $100 joined the investments he had already made, and time slowly multiplied them. 10 years later, the gap had become impossible to ignore. Michael found himself with little savings and growing financial pressure. Ethan had built a solid investment portfolio that continued growing year after year. The difference wasn't a promotion. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a higher salary. It was simply where each paycheck went. 15 years later, Michael owned many things that had lost value. Old electronics, worn-out shoes, and memories of purchases that no longer mattered. Ethan owned assets that continued working for him every single day. When retirement planning finally arrived, reality became impossible to ignore. Michael looked at years of spending and wondered where his money had gone. Ethan looked at decades of steady investing and quietly smiled. After 30 years, his investments had grown to more than $1.3 million. The most surprising part wasn't the amount of money. It was that both men started with the same paycheck. One paycheck built temporary happiness. The other built financial freedom. Wealth is rarely created by one giant decision. It's created by hundreds of small financial choices repeated consistently over many years. Every paycheck asks the same question: will you spend me, or will you grow me? Your financial future probably won't change because of one lucky day. It will change because of one better decision, repeated again and again. The next paycheck you receive could be the beginning of a completely different future.